Now, the A700LE is a larger version of the Anniversary 10s I reviewed last year and proclaimed my HiFi Product of the Year. Now, the A700 is very similar to the A10s in how they work, except there's more drivers, there's more power, there's more sound, there's even more energy, but there's also even more delicacy to the sound, meaning I'm hearing more of those inner details. Also, Buchardt has tweaked their new tweeter that they put in the Anniversary 10s. They tweaked it to be a little more open and airy, and that's exactly what these speakers bring to the table. Think of the bass power and the immense authority of those A10s, but with a little more airier treble. And what this brings to the table, what this does in your room is I'm hearing more reverberation from the studio. I'm hearing notes that linger in the air, things that I didn't really notice in previous Buchardt speakers. I would say the A700LE, while still as soulful as any Buchardt speaker, this may be their most audiophile speaker to date. And I don't mean that in any negative way, shape, or form. The Buchardt A700LE is very soulful, very musical, very rich in the mid-range. So one of the things I adore about these Buchardt wireless speakers is the ability to load in master tunings. Buchardt has created tunings that you basically load from their website onto a USB stick, plug it in the back, and within seconds, you can customize the sound of the speaker to your room. There's tunings for a focused tuning, which is really nice. There's tunings to have enhanced mid-range, lower the bass if it's too much. There's a Cardoid tuning, which I'm going to talk about here in a second, as a flat tuning. But let me show you right now how easy it is to change the tuning on the Buchardt A700LE. I have 3 sticks here. One I have preloaded with the flat. I have one preloaded with focused, and I have one preloaded with the new Cardoid master tuning. Now, why would you want the Cardoid tuning? Well, if you're in a smaller room or in a room that might have bass issues, the Cardoid tuning basically lowers the interference with the room and the speakers. It cancels out, it uses these rear drivers to cancel out the frequencies from 90 to 300 hertz. Again, it's lowering the interference with your room. It gives you a very nice, clean presentation without any of that boominess or any uncontrollable bass. So if you're in a smaller room and you plug in Cardoid tuning, you might enjoy that much more. I do know in my 13 by 18 space here, the Cardoid tuning sounds really, really good, but I think overall in my room, I prefer the focused master tuning. So I'm going to show you guys again. We're going to turn it off. Say I want to switch back to focused. I plug in the USB. I turn it on. We're going to see that happen in a couple seconds here. There you go. Easy as that. Easy to change the master tunings. So what I really love about Buchardt is the quality, the attention to detail. These speakers are handmade in Denmark. And with each model that Buchardt comes out with, they take what they've learned in previous designs and they try to make it better in the newer designs. Now, the A700LE is probably Buchardt's finest powered speaker, wireless speaker, I should say, that they offer. I loved the Anniversary 10s. I highly recommend them if you're looking for a wireless self-powered bookshelf speaker with tremendous bass, mid-range warmth, and stunning musicality and soul. These speakers are soulful, but that's the Buchardt house sound, in my opinion. Buchardt's house sound has always been full-bodied, warm mid-range, smooth top end, and a very soulful musical presentation. How does this change in the A700LE? Well, the A700LE is a tower speaker, so it's going to have a little more impact and force than the little bookshelf, even though they're pretty close. The A10s and the A700LE are pretty close in the bass department. I don't see a jarring difference. Both speakers can output beautiful, big, tight, controlled bass. The mid-range is a little bit more transparent on the A700LEs, has a little more of that see-through realism quality in the vocals and the mids, but the mids still have that punchy warmth that Buchardt is known for, just maybe a little bit less of it. The treble is really, really special here with the A700LEs. It's using Buchardt's newest tweeter, the RFA19. So here is that RFA19 tweeter, the brand new tweeter from Buchardt. And they took what they learned from implementing this in the smaller A10 and they enhanced it a little bit in the A700LE. And for me, in my ears, these sound a little more airy. Notes hang in the air for the first time in a Buchardt speaker for me. These sound really, really nice in the treble. And the cool thing is, say the treble's a little bit too much in your room, you could load one of the master tunings to tame that treble down and make it a little smoother. So these are super versatile speakers that will fit into any room or environment, and they're quite beautiful as well. With the 700LE, I'm hearing more of those hidden details kind of pop out from the background, and it's really, really nice to hear this. And all at the same time, they keep that soul of the music, that soulful sound that Buchardt is known for, intact. Now, these speakers are very versatile. They will fit into any room, any space, even if you have a small room, because of the master tunings as well as the calibration that you can do with Buchardt's app. These shipped to me with the Platin Hub, which is the basic hub that you set the speakers up with. Now this hub has all of your inputs, such as a line in. You could hook up a turntable to it, which is what I've done. Sounds beautiful with just my U-Turn Orbit Special turntable. Very affordable table. And it just sounds beautiful, and it sounds organic as vinyl should, hooked up into the Platin Hub. Now the Platin Hub is what makes these speakers wireless. When you're streaming, say Tidal Connect, Spotify Connect, whatever you like, you're using your phone and you're streaming to that Platin Hub. Now with the A10s, I was able to improve the sound by hooking up a better streamer to that hub. I hooked up the HiFi Rose flagship RS130 streamer. Really made the sound more gutsy, more powerful, more impactful. And that works the same way with the A700LE. I hooked up a HiFi Rose RS130 to it, a PS Audio AirLens, and a couple of other lower budget streamers. And I will say the AirLens and the Rose really brought out the most of the sound when streaming something like Tidal Connect. Very, very cool. Now these speakers, when you take them out of the box, you have to set up that Platin Hub. Takes all but 10 minutes. Very, very easy to do. You basically hook it up to your Wi-Fi. Once it finds the speakers, you can then open up the Buchardt app and do your calibration. These shipped to me with the brand new Zen mic from Buchardt. Now with the A10s, I calibrated them using my iPhone. With the A700, I calibrated using this new snazzy Zen mic, and I have to say, for me, it was leagues better than using my iPhone. Trying to tune the A10s was tricky for me using the calibration in the app, but using it with the Zen mic on the first try, I had a perfect calibration. And it basically, you move around the room with the Zen mic, floor to ceiling, back and forth, and it has full instructions on the app. And when you're done, it tells you what it thinks these speakers should sound like in your room, and it calibrates it to that sound. And I gotta say, it was a huge improvement doing the calibration. So these are speakers that you don't have to go out and find a perfect matching amp for, because the amp is already matched and inside to the tune of 4 150 watt per channel amplifiers. You don't need to go and hunt for a DAC. These speakers have the DAC built in. Everything is here, and that's the beauty of it. This is a speaker for someone who wants a beautiful looking speaker in their living environment that's going to have high approval factor from the wife, because these are beautiful. So continuing on, they're for someone who wants simplicity. You don't have to match components to these speakers. Everything is perfectly matched and built in. All you'll need to do is set up that hub, and once you do that, you can stream to your heart's content. These are very versatile speakers. They're speakers that can work for anyone, and they output such a beautiful, soulful sound. I love the Buchardt sound. I loved it from the moment I heard it, but the A700LEs bring that Buchardt sound to the top tier level with a more airy treble. You hear more of the reverberation from the studio, notes that hang in the air, the things you hear about with really high-end speakers. I'm getting a bit of that with these. The imaging is fantastic. Very, very nice musical sound. I love the Buchardt house sound. It's just a little bit enhanced with the A700 LEs. Also, if you've had problems in the past implementing speakers in your room and you're getting some bass boom or bass issues, install that Cardoid tuning and you can move these closer to the wall and it pretty eliminates, it cancels out that bass boom, and that's really remarkable. So I just absolutely love how easy Buchardt has made it for the user, you and me, to download master tunings onto a USB stick, plug it into the back of the speaker, and within 10 seconds, you have a whole new kind of vibe and sound coming from the speaker. It really helps to match it to your room. I enjoyed the Cardoid master tuning, but I really like the focus, because listening late at night at low volume, these speakers really have a full, big sound. And with focused loaded in, the voices and the music, everything really seemed focused. Almost like I could focus on everything, all the instruments and all the sounds. So that was a really, really nice master tuning for the A700 LEs. But there's other master tunings to decrease the bass, increase the bass, decrease the treble if it sounds a little too bright for you. So these are fully customizable to your space and your own ears. How cool is that? So I think this is Buchardt's best speaker yet. To me, it goes above the A10s, but it should. It's a bigger speaker. It'll work in bigger rooms and for more people. And you can even use these in small rooms. Buchardt hit it out of the park with these. You know, I have nothing bad to say about Buchardt. Beautiful speakers, beautiful people over there. Beautiful craftsmanship and a sound that will really, really fill your heart and soul with beautiful music. So I hope you enjoyed this premiere of the A700 LEs, and check it out at Buchardt's website. There's going to be more info there. I'll link directly to Buchardt's website in the description below. As always, I was not paid for this review. I wasn't given free products for this review. I don't make a penny on this review except maybe the 50 to 70 bucks I'll make in the YouTube ad revenue for this video. If you want to help support this channel, I do have a members area. It's $5 and it gets you access to members area videos as well. You can check that link in the description below. Thank you all. Love you all from the bottom of my heart. I will see you in the next one, and you're going to want to see the next couple of videos. I have some really remarkable stuff coming that you might want to hear about. So I'll see you in that one. Have a good day, have a good weekend, have a good night. I'll see you then. The cabinet of the Buchardt is beautiful. This is the walnut version. Very beautiful in person. It's hard to really capture the richness of it in video. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful cabinets. And again, these are made in Denmark. Very, very beautiful speaker.